Okay, welcome to my attempt of making a how-to deity video. Hopefully this winds up proving useful. We're going to do everything is on defaults here for a new game, except obviously we're going to put it on deity. And I was asked to do either the Incas or Eleanor. Well, the Incas have this apparently really good Warakak, or however that's pronounced, and I'm going to try to go with a civ that isn't that powerful. I've heard it's basically completely broken. So instead, we're going to go with Eleanor. You could go either English or French. English obviously has better harbors, and they get more yields from powers. French has better tourism stuff and chateaus. I'm going to make a sexist decision and go with the French version, because I think that's prettier. There we go. Boom. Done. Okay, here we go. And I'll attempt to try to explain what I'm doing and why at each step. My first game in Civ 6 was as America.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water,
hell yeah. I'm avoiding anything stronger curse words than that.
To man taking his first
But I did it on Emperor. And then my second game was also as America, and that was on Deity. And I won both. And then, since then, I've usually played on Deity, except when I want a more casual, kind of laid-back game, mess around with the new Civ, going achievement hunting. That's when I'll usually play down at Emperor. It just gives you a lot more leeway.
Judge of the court of love, ascend your throne again. Inspire the hearts of your subjects, that they will cheer you and flock to your banners. For all who know your reign, know your compassion.
Alright, so, like I said, I'm going to try to give my breakdown of what I'm doing at each point. Hopefully this is a reasonable game. Okay, so, first things first. I always have on the grid and resource icons so I can easily see the status of everything. I think that's kind of a no-brainer for me. Okay, so, first things first, on Deity, if you feel that foreign trade, oh nice, you now can boost foreign trade if you start between, it used to be that if you started at the boundary between two continents, continent movers, if you started at the boundary between two continents, you did not get the foreign trade bonus, but you do now, so that's nice. Okay, so there's three main questions I think you want to address once you're starting on Deity. Number one, what victory type do you want to go for? Because that'll inform some of your earlier stuff. Number two, how much room do you have? Because that determines whether you need to go to early war or not. Well, I guess technically 2 and 3 overlap. So one of them is, do I need to go early war, and how much room do I have? So, in the case that if we get, like, I'm guessing here, because it's been a while since I did a really peaceful Deity game, which I'm going to try to do here. I'm guessing I'd wanted space for at least 8 cities, ideally. I can't, maybe I could get away with 6 in, like, what I figured what it's called. Not Ancestral Hall, not Warlord's Throne. Whatever the third government plaza building is, I forget right now. It's not important. Audience chamber. So, I need at least 6 good cities. If I can't get at least 6 good cities because I'm crowded in by the other civs, that means we're going to have to go to war. And if I have to go to war as non-Scythia, or someone else who doesn't have an earlier ultimate unit, I'll probably try to beeline to stirrups and do a night rush. I think that'll probably be the most effective. Now, here we are starting. So, first things first, ideally you want good tile yields to start. Now, where we start right now, this seems quite reasonable to me. There's some things that I wish were better, like we are going to be lacking on some production overall. But overall, I think it'll suffice. So, by settling on the Plains Hills, we'll get an extra production at the start. Your capital always has at least 2 food and 1 production. If you settle on a tile that has more than that, that increases. And we have these like lowland tiles now. So if you settle on a tile that has 1 food and 2 production, well, it goes up to 2 food, and since you have 2 production, you get the 2 production. If I settle on the copper, I'd also get 2 food and 2 gold extra. Now, if I went and I settled on the ivory, I would destroy the forest, and the forest provides 1 production. That means I would get 2 production and 1 gold only, not 3 production. That's important to keep in mind. But yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sort of decent production tiles there, which is not amazing, but it can do. Late game, this would... Oh, these are all floodplains, aren't they? We can't plant. That's actually unfortunate. Because we can't, as far as I know, we are not able to actually plant trees on floodplains. But maybe it'll flood a lot and get fertilized. I don't know. We're going to see how this goes. But I'm going to settle in place here. Before I settle, I'm going to show you a few things. Just planning things out. So we're going to want a harbor here long term. Why? Because it's next to sea resources and next to our city center. That alone will automatically be a +4 harbor adjacency bonus, which is pretty good. If we have a harbor there, we want our commercial hub here. So that way it's on the river and it's next to the harbor. That stacks. Now, what are some other things we can do with this? Well, that means we can do something like, say, here's going to be a government plaza, right? And then if we could put a campus there, maybe we will if there's a third mountain, but I'm hesitant to give up one of our good production tiles. Now, up here would give 2 science still, so that seems like a reasonable option as well. I could put a campus up there, or I could try to get pyramids. I don't know. Pyramids or campus would seem to maybe go there. Alternatively, you put it near like over here or something, right? Put like a dam here and a campus there, and that'll also give me 2 science. That would also work. So here's another idea. I'll go ahead and write all this down because you want to plan out your city. So if we're doing like a dam there, right? That means we can make a farm triangle up there and a quartet of farms there. That would mean that this rice winds up being not very useful. Is one downside. Not sure how concerned I really am about that. I'm almost kind of trying to avoid using this tile because I'd like to plant a forest there late game, but I might be overly worried about that. I might just need to not worry about that. I'm not sure. But if we did, that means we could put a campus here. Can't put a dam there because the river's only 1 hex. No, yeah, so we could put a campus here, a dam here, and like a theater square there or something. That's another option. Then this rice isn't as good. So, I mean, no matter what, we're going to have to give up something. Right, I mean, that's just kind of the way of things here. Or we could put like a theater square campus here, right? And then we get another bonus that gives another bonus to our commercial hub. That's another +5. So maybe we just harvest the rice. So let's say we had a theater square here, right? Something like this would also work. Then, ideally, I mean, I don't know, we could in theory put an encampment or something out there which we could have our campus, right? You get the kind of idea. Obviously, this would make it a very big area. But if we could put a Temple of Artemis... I don't know. I'm kind of tempted. We have a decent early start. We can probably get an early camp. Maybe we can get the Temple of Artemis. I think I'm going to try for it. But is that really a good thing to show for people trying to learn Deity? I don't know. I'm going to think about that. Don't have to decide right now. Wait, really? I just got 5 error score from that or something? That's kind of strange. Alright, let's show horses first, because if we can find horses, that would be nice. So what I'm going to do in the meantime... first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a warrior. No, actually, no, I'm going to make a slinger. And I'm going to generally have a focus on production, at least when the alternative tiles aren't very good. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to try to do a little bit of fog busting, and I'm going to try to have him get a kill to get a Eureka archery. That's the plan. So the goal right now is figure out what this surrounding area looks like. I'm either going to A, try to get out like a city or 2 and rush up and get an early war, or I'm just going to have enough room to settle at least 6 cities minimum that are good. 6 good cities is probably enough to win with audience chamber. We'll see how it goes. But we obviously have a lot of production here, and getting up a worker as well quickly will also be useful, so we can try to do things like farm the rice and things like that. So we'll like farm the rice, mine the copper, camp the ivory, something like that. Alright? Alright. Here we go. So we're just, like I said, exploring around a bit, seeing what we can find. There's tundra down here. Making another city around here is certainly something that would work. A tornado, okay. This is also only my third game of Gathering Storm, so everything I say you can basically take with a grain of salt. We're trying to get a feel for we don't want to try to deal with the barbarians right now. But we did just find that. The main problem right now is if we... Okay, so we could do this, right? I'm kind of tempted to get the 3 slingers up, because we have a lot of early production. And not a ton of early growth. Could also work on a builder. We'll expand to there first. Let's get on a builder, and once we expand to the turtles, we're going to swap to it, because that science is just too good to start. That's a natural wonder we're about to find.
Like to the apples.
Dead Sea. If heals if there for 1 turn, that's not bad. Alright, so we got writing. And then we're going to swap over there because we want the science. We are not going to attack yet because we don't have Code of Laws. There's another river up there, the Rhone River. I don't know nations of the world well enough to figure out who that is. Do we have any horses? No. That, in fact, did not reveal any horses. Now this, I am willing to give that a hit. That way it has less attack if it decides to go after my guy. We'll go ahead and beeline. We have a camp. We're gonna try the Temple of Artemis. It's exactly what I figured might happen. I don't know if this will be enough. That will not be enough. If he attacks me again, I might very well die. So I think I'm going to go up on the hills and hope I survive here. So we're having Code of Laws is more helpful. Yeah. Okay. We're trying to actually get the kill with the slinger right now is what's going on, and why I'm not attacking. Okay, so that'll allow the slinger to get a promotion, and I get that, and we got archery. All that's great. 7 turns until border growth. Don't know if I want to wait that long. We have money. I'm just going to buy these 2 right here. And we'll see what I grow to in 7 turns or whatever. I'll go ahead and go with Garrison. No, I'll go with Volley. And this scout might be heading over there, but we can have archers and things up in the meantime. So let's get a monument up. Since I got some science there, I'm gonna go for a monument here. I don't actually have mining yet, so I'll try to get that. In the meantime, I'm kind of hesitant to move in case the scout actually captures my work builder, because I don't want him to start going around. Oh, and I also am going to need to pay some money because I want to grab that tile.
It is not wisdom.
Okay, that works. Babylon. Nice. Even more science. And relics and artifact give science. That's like really good. So that means we're going to want the barbarian, because we don't have any recon units, and we're going to want production. And craftsmanship is going to be something we'll go forward. We can start here. I'm going to get this monument up first, at least. So that way we grow faster. Warrior I'm gonna let heal.
May the forces of evil be...
We have archery. We don't actually have mining right now, right? But we can make a camp there, and then we'll mine that, and hopefully that'll be good. We just found Rapa Nui, which gives us... We can make Moai, +1 culture for every 2 adjacent Moai, so you put like a triangle of them and you get... If next to a volcanic. So if you put 3 of them next to each other, you get like a 2 food, 2 culture tiles. And more culture as we advance through the civic and technology tree. Okay, so it's like a instead of a farm triangle, it's a whatever that's called triangle. I mean, honestly, this is an insane game so far. We've met a culture and a science one super early on and met them first, so we have +2 for both. Like, this is crazy. This is a crazy good start. I mean, okay, I wish we had more production at our capital, but meeting these 2 city-states is huge. Okay, like, I almost feel bad about continuing this game right now. So we got that, which gives us more amenities. We need to need 1 more city-state still. In order to get our other thing, we're ready for mining here, and the fact that we have a resource to mine will give us another Eureka. Alright, so he's not going to like us if we're at war. So we have to probably just get used to him not liking us.
Who deserves more credit?
No, we just stole our thing. But you know what? I'm not gonna. If we don't find anything else, if we got the first of these, I'm not gonna complain. All right. So, what are things we're going to need? We want writing, craftsmanship, wheel, triggering all the Eurekas. That just apparently made both of them happy. Macedon has declared war on Zanzibar. So we're going to make the Temple of Artemis right up here. 19 turns, we'll get that turn 42 or sooner, because we'll get more production there. And we're also doing this in a way that's not... Like, we're not going all in on it. We're still making sure we grow. We're still making sure we do other things. I don't know, we have some more tiles over there for more production and whatever's over here. It's not shabby, I guess.
That's the positive aspect.
Got foreign trade done. We're getting a ton of culture, 6 each. Great. We'll get craftsmanship. We're basically going so fast we're going to miss out on...
No man ever wetted.
Some of the Eurekas, but that's okay. Hey, pal, you can free to attack us. We're gonna fortify. I'm pretty sure that looks like just coast there. Oh, we got a promotion. Looky at that. Bronze working. We'll promote him next turn. Still just doing a little bit of fog busting. Like, we could go and set a... Let's see, if we made a city here... Oh, that's Zanzibar up there. I see their border.
Skill without imagination.
Yeah, I see their border up there. That's where Zanzibar was. So we have some room here. I mean, some of this is tundra, which is garbage, admittedly. I don't know, maybe this is a bad deity game because we're also not going to have early aggression against us, I suspect. Our city will grow to 6 population reasonably soon, but I don't think it's going to before we do things like get a specialty district up. At the rate we're because we're at a 6 culture a turn, right? That's pretty fast. We're racing through this. And I think I should probably pull back my slinger and make him to an archer at least.
Writing is easy.
Alright, so we're moving here to get away from the spearmen. We'll attack the slinger, because why not? Let's see if we can find any iron. We'll get like a water mill, right? We're looking at all this kind of stuff. There's some air score. See, the spearman's chasing us. We're trying to get away from him. Alexander's mad because we are not fighting anybody. We're going to have the temple by turn 40. So we'll see how that works out. This is not very good land down here at all. But up here is much better stuff, so we could easily try to put a few other things in that area at least. There goes the Great Bath, turn 34. I figured that actually happened earlier than that, but I don't see a point in duking it out with the spearmen right now. We're just gonna keep running away. The Great Bath, if you're not aware, is for pottery. It's right here. They're immune to flood damage. You know, you gain faith. So it's basically like it's an early... Yeah, it's basically just an early dam. And it's not bad, but we can get the dam instead. And it's early enough that it's like Stonehenge. I'm wary of trying to do something like that. Well, we have the Greeks and Macedon who both like fighting, and we're not going to make them happy. We lost a population, but fertilized some tiles. Okay. Pushed us back a turn. We have a lot of money, though, so we're going to start working this. Yeah. Also, if we do the Temple of Artemis here, by the way, if you might... I should have said this. This Temple of Artemis is technically going to mess up the triangle farm here, but I'm not super concerned because we can still do like a triangle farm there with like these four. I think that's the best spot to put it. We don't want to lose that. We'd like to keep this for a theater square or a campus, or we could also put a campus there. There goes Stonehenge. That's an early wonder to go. We trying to go for Stonehenge unless you have it completely. Don't try to do it on Deity. This is already kind of risky, but getting it by turn around 40 might be good enough.
Bronze is the...
Alright, do we have any iron anywhere nearby? There's some iron up there. Did we have any horses? Not even sure we had any. There's some horses and iron right next to each other. That's about it. There's the new barbarian encampment.
It is equally important.
Alright, so we got a governor. We're going... With the changes in this, I think we now want to go for Pignala first. It seems insane. This is my current advice. It may change, because you can get the +1 culture and +1 science per turn with him. And given that our capital is going to have a lot of food here, right, and we're going to finish the Temple of Artemis here, it's going to get insane growth and be an insane science boost. So we're going to start towards Early Empire. We're not going to finish it because we want our capital to actually reach up to 6. Our archer, we're going to go ahead and we're going to upgrade to an archer. We get +10 melee strength, which means if the spearman attacks, it's going to really hurt him. Yeah. Here, it says 25 versus our... Yeah, he should have taken more damage than we did. We were just already wounded is the problem. So if we shoot back... That's 25 versus our... like 20, so he still has an advantage. I think we're going to want to actually heal here. We just were too low on health to start. Cross your fingers, boys and girls.
When I saw the house of Artemis that mounted to the clouds, those other marvels lost their brilliancy. And I said, lo, apart from Olympus, the sun never looked on aught so grand.
So this is good for 2 reasons. One, it gives us a few more amenities. That's good. It also triggers drama and poetry. That's good. It's just pastures, camps, and plantations, I think, right? So that'll give us one. It's not actually that many amenities here, but it does give us a lot of food and a lot of housing. It's the point that we can go to that. Because one of the things we're going to want to do now is we're going to want to get out some settlers, I think. Or... Yeah, we're going to grow this like crazy. Maybe... We're going fast enough here. Maybe we just... Let's get this other stuff done. So if we put that there, we get 2 culture. Period. Right, that's just the end of it. 2 culture. Theater square there seems good. Government plaza here. Damn, if we put the campus here, we also get 2 culture. I don't think we're going to have a chance to get pyramids. Put government plaza there and campus there. That's only a +1 adjacency bonus to start. But we could always put down... a neighborhood there later. We'll see what we can do. Basically, we want to get out... Okay, there is some quarries up there, so if we put like a city there and a city there, that would be a decent thing. Turn one of those with stone. Okay, we'll do that. Put a campus down. I'm sure the AI is already getting great scientist points. Yes, they're already getting great scientist points. So it would be nice to get Hypatia is +1 science in every library. That'd be great, but we basically missed her by getting Temple of Artemis. I think it's very much worth it. Plop down a government there. 21 turns unless we can meet more city-states. I don't even know how likely that is. Let's just do this first. Man, really? It's still here? Okay. It's been really aggressive chasing us. Oh. Well, now we have to repair that.
Sometimes the
Last act of spite or something. Early Empire turns till next era 3, so we can switch away from Early Empire. Let's start researching military training for a few turns. We don't have stuff for quarry, but irrigation would be good. So it's sailing. Archery want to heal. We're going to need to clear that barbarian post. We're going to want to see what we can do over to the other side. Both of them are mad that I'm not fighting anybody. Which admittedly I find funny. Okay, so we have this done. I feel like we want more archers, but we can wait on that. So if we make a campus, or now since we finished the government plaza, we can get another bonus. So like let's say right now we could use culture, I think, more than science, because we're already getting a good chunk of science per turn. So we're just going to promote him to say, hey, look, instead of 7, we're now getting 12 culture per turn. So there's that. Maybe we'll go for the audience chamber here. I can see that. Let's see that working out. So let's get up a watermill. I don't think we're gonna... they're already getting 6 great scientist points per turn. We're not gonna get a great scientist for a bit with whoever the other people here are. Ancient era ends in 1 turn, so we're going to want to swap to some other things, like we'll put towards that. Because the techs get 20% cheaper when you go to the next era, everything does. So the things in the previous eras are 20% cheaper, things in the new era are the new normal, things in future eras are 20% more. So I guess one thing we could do is we could put that towards games and recreation. So you see that right now we are most of the way to irrigation, and most of the way to military tradition, right? Let's see how this goes. 6 turns prepares to get that. They want a trade route, we can do that. You can see irrigation is like practically done at this point. Military tradition is practically done. Early empires, as soon as in 5 turns, we'll get that there. In golden ages, we are not. I like the one that gives Eureka's personally. So we're getting ready so we can try to get some other cities up here. I think the odds of us finding another... I think the odds of us finding another city-state are pretty low at this point. Let's just... we can't work in drama and poetry after that, we'll just have to do this. I'd like to meet another city-state.
The man who has grit enough to bravery is...
Okay, we need to go take out that barbarian camp. Also, if we just like somehow saw enemies incoming, we'd want that as well. We're going to want some more archers, so I'm going to put that up there.
It is not that life assured.
Alright, so what do we got? We could do this. We don't have a quarry really available. We don't really have a pasture, but we're going to want to work towards those. Stop them. So the way it works, right, is Eureka's worth 40%. So if you ideally want to stop stuff at like 60% done, and then try to get our Eureka for the rest when possible. So this will give +1 production and +3 food once this is done.
I don't believe in a struggle.
We're going to just fortify you there. Games and recreation, we're like basically done. So we'll put a turn into mysticism, I guess.
It was luxuries like egg.
Mad because, there we go, we have early empire now. With early empire done, we can go towards this. Just kind of our real goal. We'll have you heal still. What should we do over here? We have 8 turns before we can even get our some of the other stuff out. Now we have another thing that we can give to him. Well, technically speaking, right? Do we even need Magnus? I mean, we can use him to chop, but do we need his... No, we're getting a lot of food here, especially if we put up another farm or two. Not even sure we were worried about that. We do have apogee. So... Also, if we put like a... So where are we going to want to put our cities? Let's think about this for a moment. It's turn 50. We want more cities. That's a triangle. Here's a triangle for commercial hubs and stuff. That also works. Like, that would give more science. But we need a decent city spot to put it. That's the catch. So let's say we made a city here. Where would we want to put it? We want to put it on this side or that side? Okay, so up there we have some potential problems, right, if we try to plant down a city. But let's say we put our city directly on the iron. That gives us an extra science per turn, gives us fresh water. We can put like a holy site there or there, obviously. Okay, I'm liking this idea. So if we put a city there, 1, 2, 3, 4-way minimum, we could put another city up here. There's 2 cities. Okay, good so far. I want at least another 3 good city spots here. For this one, we could put like a commercial hub there, then a campus there. That'll give us a adjacency bonus of 3. Probably worth putting a city over here someplace. Kind of tempted to put it here. I feel like we want something over here. So if we put it there, we could get a harbor bonus there, a commercial hub, campus, something like that. And we could put it here. If we put it there, we get fresh water. That's the nice thing. So if we put that there, The harbor, commercial hub, campus, and like neighborhood that gives us a +2 adjacency bonus. That seems like it's decent. So let's think of having another city here. We're going to try to avoid early war in this one. So 1, 2, 3 cities so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can go anywhere here. We can put it either here or here. So I'm going to put it up here, I think. Because that then... 1, 2, 3... We can put another city like over there, I'd wager. Alright, let's say we put another city here. So far that's 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more good city spot for me to be happy. And honestly, we can probably put like one over here at a minimum. This square at a minimum would work. Have a 2 adjacency bonus right there. Put like a commercial up on the other side. It might not be ideal, but it'll be good enough. Alright. So there's our there's our audience chamber, 6 cities. We're going to see if that works on Deity here. I don't know how it's going to work. In the meantime, we could make a builder and a granary and start cranking out settlers. Let's do that just so we can keep up with the cost. Okay, so let's get out a granary and a builder and a trader. Those are our goals because we want to repair that and put down farms on there. I'm not even sure the granary matters. I mean, +1 food is decent, but let's get a builder out first, and then a trader, and then we're going to crank out the settlers. We're going to see if we can do this with just those cities. And remember, important goal here is we need 6 decent cities. So we don't want to attack there if we can help it, because we can just start plinking away here. Alright, so we are going to want production there, but food is also going to be a big thing here. Let's make a trader. By the time the trader's done, we should basically be... Did I not? I didn't assign this. Yeah, we're going to do researcher. So now we have 16 science and 15 culture. On turn 55, that's really good in my experience. I'd like to free Zanzibar up there, but again, we're going to try avoiding going to war here. Cleared a barbarian encampment. Put down a farm there. I'm going to put down a farm over there. Like we're saying, everything needs to be going towards faster growth. And if you're because remember, settlers cost you a population. So every time we crank out one of these settlers, we're going to lose a pop. And the more pop we have, every single pop is worth like 1.5 science and 1.5 culture, rather than just the 1, that the 0.5 and 0.3 that they're usually worth. It's another big thing here. Somebody else finished Machu Picchu. I don't know if we're not close enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe not. Maybe we're just not close enough right now. Which one of them wants a trade route? Rapu. So we're going to try to get that done. So it turns out the trader is not actually a very useful thing to do. Oh well. We'll go ahead and finish the granary here. Hey, look at that. We have 28 food. That seems reasonable, right?
No hour of life is wasted. Divide and rule.
Yeah, we have a trader up, but we have nothing to send it to. We have a wonder, so let's go with this. It'll a defensive tact, and then we'll for recorded history. Like, we're just plowing through this to the point where this stuff isn't even mattering. Alright, governments. We want to change governments. Classic Republic is good. Plus 1 housing and 1 amenity. This might not be as good anymore, but I'm kind of a fan of autocracy, because that allows you to run, like, conscription. I guess it's mainly an early army, and the wonder bonus. We can always go to Classical Republic. Both of them, I think, are decent. Oligarchy, I think it's the worst. But like in aristocracy right now, right, I'll get +2 to +2 science, gold, culture, production, and food in the capital, right? That's like that's an extra super tile to work. And one housing and one amenity, it's not bad, but in early game there's still enough other cards that are kind of useful to be running. So I'm going to go with autocracy for the moment, which gets us a bonus there. I'm going to pick up colonization, and we're going to grab conscription. This gives us more food. Yeah, and we can go back to running discipline at some point, hopefully. So the trader can't do anything. This allows us to unlock our audience chamber. We're not going to do that quite yet. And I'd like to make a trade route, so maybe I go and settle those cities first. I'm going to send you over there. I'm going to let you claim this spot and hold it. We're super rushing through this super fast. This is crazy. Sorry. This is crazy. I'm going to go for the pyramids. We have the money. We have some of the production. 3 turns, but we're just going to go for it. Getting that would be nice. This is, I don't know, this is not actually Here's the thing, if I get it, great. It's also turn 60 and we already have our government, so we're well on the track to doing well here. Like, that's not a concern.
Each of us is carving a stone.
Alright, so, now what do we want to do? Construction technology, it helps us trigger games and recreation, so we want to get that done. And over here, we can try to build the pyramids in 13 turns, because why not?
The poets have been
Also, we're getting faith per turn, so we're working towards our pantheon. We'll grab whatever's left. 12 turns left. There's no need to have settlers, because we're not cranking those out quite yet. So let's go for that, which means that in 10 turns we'll finish the pyramids. Will this work now? Can we do that? Yes, we just needed a land path clear. Okay. Alright, there's Surgeon. Hey, we just met Kumashi. We should have just gone a little bit more over towards the east. Kumashi, what do you want from us? Train a swordsman. Okay, well, we can work on that. Babylon wants a great scientist for us. That's a bit trickier. Okay. Having a lumber mill in that. We actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have more decent production tiles than I was afraid of. There goes the pyramids. Does not really surprise me. In 3 turns we'll get that. Honestly, the biggest problem right now is we no longer have the colonization. I'm not surprised we'd lost the pyramids. It's not the end of the world. I'm not even really broken up about it. It'd be a really good theater square, though. We're just getting so much extra food here. Like, this is probably a bad game to be doing as a demo just because it's going so well. So this campus gives, like, one scientist gives 4. Little bit of a difference there. Let's go for theater square, because we're probably not going to have theater squares in as many cities, so let's just get that up. We're doing this so that we're doing this while we wait for our other stuff to trigger. We don't have to finish the theater square, but man, getting 25 each, that'll add up. Alright, so let's consider our earlier plan. We want to make a city there. Yes, because we can make a commercial campus there for 3 adjacency bonus, commercial hub there. This is really good. Actually, this is really good. Yeah. Really good. Okay. And then, do we want to try to make more cities down here? In theory, we can. I might. I'm not sure yet. It's definitely a lower priority. So we have the watermill, so construction will finish. Construction finishing will boost our games and recreation. It's for culture. I kind of feel like finishing that first. I don't actually care about your iron. I don't care about your open borders. What else will you give me for that? So they'll give me a little bit more gold. Like, I don't care about the diplomatic favor right now. I'd rather have resources to buy stuff. Let's upgrade units, or rush by buildings, or whatever. Now that's not cool. Now that's not cool in a number of ways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Creates with
they
the
just
heart.
put in a governor, so it's probably going to no longer be rebelling. We can switch to colonization here. We also no longer have a good way of getting the iron. We don't have another source of iron. It's actually bad. If we put a city there, we can get horsemen, and we'll probably just have to use that. Okay. So basically, we're going to have to plan on war here. Because putting a city that close messes us up a lot. Even if we go there, we can't get that. So now the question is, how do I reasonably get iron for knights? So I guess we just go for the horses, like I said. Make a city over there, get that up ASAP. And get some coursers. Because we're going so fast here. And we're not going to make an iron mine. So we can just go for coursers right now. Isn't that supposed to, like, require ironworking at least? Let's get currency first. I'm going to be heading for castles, though. So we're going to want to go along the bottom here. Apparently we'll need defensive tactics. Getting this culture will help speed that along. So need to get extra money from you. We have that really good score there. Then we're going to crank out some settlers here. Or we wait 2 turns so that I think we wait 2 turns. Let's get our campus out. That way we get the thing for having the 10 pop. It's really early for getting some terrible. Normally our goal is to have like 10 cities by turn 100. We should easily have something very close to that. We don't really need any of these right now, but a surveyor would be useful. Or we can just send her over to like Kamasha here. That also works, because we're about to get we have 4 turns till we continue that. We can finish mysticism anytime we want, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to do this so we can send this to Kamashi.
Wealth consists not...
Okay. So then in 1 turn we'll get an envoy. We send that to Kamashi. We have more turtles. We can send an envoy, so we'll send that over to Kamashi. And that'll then... Ooh, this is going to be... Kamashi's going to be really good with how Paris is going to have all this stuff. Damn. Alright, we can kill like some of these because we already placed them down. And we put a theater in a different spot due to how other things worked out. So, where were we? Right. Okay, so castles. First time in the world. There we go. Civil service, we have all that. Fantastic. First of all, we want to slap down our commercial hub here. And then we want to actually start cranking out our settlers. So, time to settle the world. Or we will, I guess, in one turn. We'll do something else for the next turn, because we don't have mysticism yet. We're going to put a turn towards a library, I guess. And now we're occurs. Now look at that, 36 culture per turn. We want colonization here. Let's get out the settlers, and then we can also get Babylon as a suzerain of that. So why not? So you can see Sparta's way up there. Classical era ends in a few turns. And ideally, we don't actually want to finish coursers. I mean, we'll use them to take the city when we need to. We really just care about that, like, one city right there, basically. Alright, so we're going for here. So that is 9 turns. 19 turns in theory. This ends in 8 turns. We'll probably use this a bit. Yeah, we can cheese this a little bit. We'll give civil service a little bit more. Which means we actually don't want to go that much further in coursers. Also, I don't really like that placement of the city there. So I think we'd raise it. Like, really. Not a fan of it. Just think about it, right? Like, where do you put a campus there? There's no, like, good campus unless you go way over there, I guess, maybe. That's what I meant. You'd have to put it there. It's just bad city placement. Okay. But we're going to need horses for that, so we got to work on that. So we're down to that. We're going to make more settlers. But we can only really crank out 3 more settlers right now until we burn Mycenae down. Let's go one more turn on castles, I think. Alright, so that should be everything we need for castles, I think. So let's get mathematics done. We're not going to build an iron mine like ever. Are we going to build a 3rd mine anytime soon? We could buy a worker, I guess. But I'd rather buy a worker over there to start accumulating horses. Okay, we have a new thing here. Let's appoint Liang over there so we get an extra worker charge. Commercial hub can be brought in. Oscar errands in 5 turns. We can use this to our advantage a bit. Well, that just messed up our city over here. They're not as... we can always... we could make an aqueduct there, I guess. It's not as bad. We weren't really caring about what's up there anyway. We're just going to use this area over here. Right? Mainly want our city there or there, though. So we're going to make commercial hub in that there. Question is, do we need the aqueduct? So if we have 3... if we have 3 housing, 2 from granary is 5, the governor is 8. We can get up to 10 housing even without the fresh water. It's not the end of the world. Civil service, I think we might want to... we'll do this. Okay, so mathematics we'll want to wait on. We can start working on all of these other ones. Can we even really make any more? Anything else here? No, not really. We're going to make a battering ram in case it winds up being relevant. I have the archery thing, don't I? So let's have 3 archers too. Major flood, population lost, damage tiled. We got fertilization though, so that's good. Okay. Not sure why we... Oh, we lost the population, right? Lisbon was conquered. That's annoying. Okay, you can go there. Now we're going to assign you here. We're going to go ahead and buy a builder. We're going to lay down a campus here, because that's 3 adjacency bonus right from the get-go, which is pretty good. We're going to grab the horses immediately. We're going to go ahead and grab these, because that's also a really good tile, and I don't want to risk it getting taken. So use the horses to start, make us a monument. We'll improve these 2 things over here. Theology we should have swapped away from. It's going to finish automatically with what it has there in civil service. So let's go towards... We're going to want feudal. We're going to want mercenaries. So we can start in feudalism. Are you kidding me? Grievances will dissipate. So, Alexander's in Dark Age. We're going to do the Eureka's again. I'm actually preferring this, by the way, so what do we got? I think I'm going to go for Divine Spark. No, 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 no. Not bad. That could be decent. We don't have enough pastures from that. No, no. No, no. We just don't have enough of these other things. So we're going to go for Divine Spark. So we get extra Great Scientist points, basically. Alright, so we have 1 archer. Let's make another... finish this library real fast. Alright, so... Now we can finish these. We're like 10 turns away, basically, from that. What are we looking for here? What is this session about? Military emergency did not pass. Whoever was involved.
Everything has its
no idea who
man
was
suffers
involved.
only.
7, so we're at 8 turns for that. Castles, again, we do want that. But we also do want to get other stuff first. Let's do that. I don't know how soon we're going to be able to build another mine at this rate. So I'm thinking maybe we just do... Well, I guess we could... Thinking of just buying a builder there and sending them over there to Paris. Then we can improve the sea turtles and make a mine there. Or mine the copper. Or both, really. All the above are good. We don't need colonization right now, though. How are we looking on great generals? Does anyone have a great general? 0... Hey, we could get the Art of War. Let's go try to get the Art of War. Strategists, go. We don't want to put this with anything right now. Now we're getting 2 horses per turn, which we can start accumulating that up to 3. It's not great. It'll suffice, I think. New districts built by this player, act as culture bombs. I mean, obviously that should be me. don't really have any other reason not to do this. Duplicates of elephants. Ivory, since we have that, let's just go with that. If I don't win the vote, then I get it back. Hey, I got it.
Without mathematics, it's all papers and form.
Okay, so we have that there. I'm not going to make Petra or Great Library. Or Anda or whatever. We're not doing any of that. So what we are going to want is we're going to need... Man, okay, having Magnus, having the Black Marketeer would help here a lot. Actually. Oh, wow, I was stupid. I forgot Liang needed 5 turns to settle in. That was dumb of me, so we don't have as many charges as we should have. So really what I could have done is, yeah. If I had been playing this smarter, we would have gone for that instead. So we're heading for Monarchy. 1 gold per turn. I'm not saying that's nothing. Where's our equestrian orders? Where was that? We'd have to do military training. Yeah, sure, let's do that first. So in the meantime, I'm going to get another archer out. Actually, so we can wait a turn on that. Sure, we'll put this here. So we're going to do this so that we can swap the archer after getting the bonus to producing it. So now that's 1 turn left. So now we will swap. Military training is 3 turns now. That's fine, I guess. I am not trading away that. End of discussion. Thought I did that, but apparently I didn't. Okay, so I'll make him happy. We see we can't actually. We need some. Ideally, we'd have. Sure, we'll go ahead and make 2 warriors real fast while we have it, just for the Eureka later on. And this is where, right, this is where we wanted to say we're going to put the commercial hub there, and then we wanted to put the campus there. So now the question is, do I wait? Well, apparently we have reinforced tiles. Like, if those reinforced tiles get taken down, we lose it. I think this is a safer way of going around about it. I'd like to wait and shop, but I think placing this here sooner is going to be better. Let me just place that down first, because we have some really good tiles here that we'll use. Alright, so we're gonna have like 3 archers and 3 warriors, and then we'll make some horsemen, which we upgrade into coursers. You want one of these? 1 gold, no. See, normally I'd like to be an alliance. I'd want to be like going democracy and have alliances with people, but since these guys both want me to fight, unless I guess I could find some on the other side of the world and just declare war on them constantly, so that way I'm considered at war, but really I'm not, and that might make these people happy. Okay, so let's say I don't care about that. What else are you willing to give me? Okay, see, now he's willing to give me extra money for it. And this will give us more amenities. Or we can just come over here. Let's just come over here. 6 turns. Tornado family came down. Alright, then we want 1 more warrior.
If it's natural to kill, how come men have to go into training to learn how?
Then we're going to swap from apprenticeship over to things like machinery. So I don't think we're going to bother building ancient walls. We're definitely not going to bother with military tactics. So we can just do that. Then we want Divine Right. And then we're going to want Mercenaries, right? So that's kind of our goal. And we want to swap Apogee for Equestrian Orders. We're going to see if we can't strategize the world here. Okay, so we got that done. We don't have, you know what, I guess, you know, we'd get a Eureka, but we don't, I'm fine with this being a normal Aegis is the thing. So what do I even want to make right now? That is an interesting question. Because having the settlers before we can control that is... Well, one of the settlers we said we could do over here, right? Like, that's not the end of the world. We don't have to go to war with Alexander. But that city needs to go so we can put 2 other cities here. Let's get the commercial hub done at least, I guess. Or do we get done... Or do we get the settler down? Maybe we get the settler down. 1, 2... I think we want to get the settler out. I mean, get an extra 4 gold per turn is not bad. It's not as good as getting a new city out. Envoy, we don't need to send it to anyone right now. Okay. And we're getting 3 per turn. Isn't that fantastic? So I hear people really good at doing a Night's Rush if they're planning I can have it done by like turn 80. And honestly, if we were beelining forward, right, we could have done that. I mean, we obviously could, you know, but we weren't, basically. And of course, doing that is harder than upgrading these days as well. Let's just build up your basic infrastructure. Somebody else build a wonder, I don't really care. That nearly finishes apprenticeship for us. Let's actually finish it then. Are we going to bother building a wall? Probably not. So how's everyone else doing on science?
There is no easy way I conclude then this point.
47, 41, so we're kind of falling behind, but we're okay. And we'll go ahead and take monarchy. Which I guess is a reason to build walls, isn't it? So we're gonna get extra points per turn. And I guess we could do this, right? No, we could do, we can actually do maneuver. Whatever that is. Where's maneuver? Oh, we got it with chivalry now, right? So castles is nearly done, but we don't have to finish it quite yet. So that actually would allow us to get a horseman in 3 turns. 27. Let's just finish the settler first. We won't hit our limit. You finish Apanda. Congratulations. I'm not going to build those farms for a bit. Okay, now let's make our horsemen. We're going to send you... We're going to send you over here so we can do an aqueduct. Aqueduct, commercial hub, harbor. We can always do a neighborhood over there if we need to, or theater square, but we'll go and do over there. That'll work out. Alright, so we got that done. Let's get our watermelon granary up. And eventually make limes to get even more housing.
Normal people believe.
I'm the first person to own something with horses. That's kind of scary and sad at the same time. Alright, so let's get the audience chamber up here. Though getting an amphitheater for 6 more culture seems like that'd be pretty good too. Non-met players getting more per turn for great generals than we are. This is outrageous. But we'll be able to buy Sun Tzu pretty quickly, and then once Sun Tzu is done, go for other stuff. Okay, so we have that. We want more horsemen. This will also give us the boost for feudalism. That's part of our goal here. Then over here, we have that done, so let's get a granary up. Building up our basic infrastructure. We lost citizenship of both of them. Fertilized tile. That's actually really good up there. Okay, citizenship of the Maui I'm not so concerned about. This I am, but we need 8 to get it now? Holy cow. I guess that's Greece for you. Alright, we could make a swordsman later on to get it. Because we are getting culture from the trade route here, right? Didn't we just have a bunch more culture? Alright, that's only if we have citizenship of Kumashi. So we do want that back, damn it. So we make a swordsman and put both of these in there, so we would need like 10 iron. Alexander, you're willing to trade 10 iron? You don't have any iron. Gorgo, you're willing to trade iron? What do you want? That's a lot of money. I think we'll pass. That just ain't gonna work. So we have mercenaries now. Kamashi, is there any kind of quest we can do for swordsmen? Right. I would need 10 iron for that. Are you even getting iron, Alexander? Now, is there even iron anywhere else? I don't see it. And by going to war with Kamashi, we lose our quest. I thought that'd be a simple quest to do. Oh, just upgrade into the swordsman. But alas, it was not to be. So oh, they have 43 strength in there right now, but 3 coursers plus... What? They took Sun Tzu. Well, that's annoying. It's a lot more expensive to get the next one. Isaac Newton somebody wants, but we're not getting 13 great scientist points a turn. Holy cow. Alright, let's get this up with the culture, I guess. Or we can get the commercial hub up. Let's get the culture first. Oh, but no, we have more. Okay, never mind. We're fine. We can do this. Fantastic. Much better. And we're just going to go ahead and denounce you. Then in 3 turns we can train 1 more courser. I don't care about your demands.
Being a mercenary, though, hey.
Alright, we don't actually want that quite yet. We're still accumulating resources. That's up there. What do we even go for next? We're ways from getting 2 markets. We're not going to have an alliance with anyone, apparently. So let's go for this. Sure, 9 turns each. We have an envoy that we can use on anything we want as well. What do you want for horses, Alexander? 5 gold each. Is that consistent? That is 600 gold for 10, so no, I don't think that makes sense. And I'd rather save the money so I can get this great general. I really want that. We should have gotten Sun Tzu with his work of writing, too. So we're looking at 9 turns, and then we're going after this, I guess, is the way this is looking. I can go with that, I guess. Okay, so we're going to want a campus, which we're going to want to put here. It's annoying losing that tile, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, get a monument up. We're actually hitting our housing limit here. So we got 9 turns, basically, until markets. I think 3 coursers should go fine. We don't need to settle again in that way. We have 4 cities here. We can also upgrade our crossbowmen. We have an aqueduct, I guess, available, right? Are we going to have 2 galleys built? And we need to improve 2 sea resources. We want military that. So we want to change like chivalry for the maritime industries or whatever. We can do that. So right now it's 1370. Let's see how much that changes per turn. $13.70, so it's 30 gold down per turn, so 15 gold per point. So if we close the gap at like 50 gold a turn, that's still a ways off, isn't it? You got that, which means we want to set up our commercial hub here. Finish our granary. You got that, which means we want to set up our commercial hub here. You want to make our last horseman that we're going to try to make right now. You want to get some campuses out. 1310 gold. Normally we'd go for knights, but we don't have any iron available.
Tactics mean doing what...
So that makes it difficult, because that's the only iron there. So we don't want to... Okay, we did finish the horseman, right? Okay. Finish the horseman. That works. Upgrading these would cost... They'll cost like 90 gold each, though, as a catch, of course. But unless we actually build a... Unless we actually build an encampment, we can't do much better. Alright, so what do we want to do next? We can go for stirrups. That's fine. We can go for education. We're not going to get a great scientist anytime soon, unfortunately. Look at how much that is. There's no way we can afford that. We should get the audience chamber up for a few reasons. We do want to start an aqueduct over here for a few reasons. It's up sooner rather than later. Somebody else built the Colosseum. That would have been nice for us to get, I guess, but we weren't prioritizing it, so can't really be mad about it or anything. So we're going to upgrade, then we're going to go after Gorgo here.
You can't go around the rest.
We're definitely not where I'd like to be, because we've been having to divert here rather than actually teching up, but I think we'll still be able to survive overall. Okay, so we don't need chivalry anymore. I would like to get maritime industries, though, but I don't want to be going down in money per turn. Here's the new question. Still 1,000 gold for the Great General. Galleys are pretty cheap, right? We can probably just deal with this. Alright, we're gonna go for the upgrades. Get our coursers ready. Campus going up.
Rocks in my path?
Okay, now we can upgrade the coursers. Still, we don't have the iron to upgrade these though, right? So we'll go ahead and do this. Oh, and we got a governor that I should do something about. We just lost a bunch of money. We are now barely making any money, in fact. Who do we want to... Where are we going to harvest, I guess is a question. I guess we could harvest up here for a mine at least, right? So a shell. That's gonna matter more right now, sure. Harbor Master seems decent, but only if we have... That's actually not gonna be that great. Sure, we'll send it here, why not? This gives us a bunch of culture per turn. Still not close enough to do. We're still not close enough to get to Kamashi, apparently. I thought that would have made a trading post. That's interesting. Thought it would extend from there. Let's try going to Babylon, so that we get a... I guess we already have somewhat of it up there, don't we? Okay, so we have all these up. It obviously pushes our great general back a long way. They have a pikeman in there, damn. On the flip side, maybe Alex will like us more if we start fighting. Silver linings. We're not gonna be able to put this under siege either. The pikeman's gonna hurt. Why'd you have to make a pikeman and put him there? We have a galley. You know what? Let's see what happens. Can we lure him out? That's an interesting question. So we're just like, hey, let's go to war. Alex, how would you like to join war? Gorgo. You want a little bit of money for it? That would probably make him happier. I don't know if it's really necessary. Okay, whatever. Let's give it a shot. We're going to see if she's willing to move her unit out, the pikeman out to attack us, which allows it to be easy prey for our crossbowmen. That is the goal. Audience chamber's just about done. Then we should get up the commercial hub. Yeah, there we go. Alex already likes us more. Gorgo finished Chichen Itza. Producing units costs more. I say we make it harder to produce things. City center works for me. We'll do that. Actually, they generally like city center, so... Actually, I don't really care about either of these too strongly. Let's just see what they do. Production is 50% cheaper. Okay, that actually kind of annoys me. But we have bonus towards city center production. I guess I can crank out some crossbowmen then. Okay. Field contract. Or we can crank out some catapults, right? Get some catapults done. They're a lot cheaper. So we come here, we can start pillaging some of the stuff as well. I'm going to try not to pillage, because it's kind of broken right now. Even without trying to break it. Plaza, you dare. So if we do that, it's going to hurt us a bit. I want to be able to move out, but we can't. And we can't put it under siege because we can't get it in the boats, which is annoying. And if we just attack all three, it'll take some damage, not as much as I'd like. I want to start pelting with the crossbows first. Which at least will make it a little bit weaker. Well, you know, let's bring out some catapults. Why not? Hi, Samaria. Greece made a privateer? This might go really badly. They made a privateer?
Betwixt the stirrup and the...
I guess that's... She is so far ahead of everyone else. How much culture you got per turn, Gorgo? 200 culture per turn? I think this may have been a bad idea. Okay, that did a good chunk of damage there. That hurt. I'm no longer the Surzan of Kumashi, but we gotta fix that. Alright, go on back to Kumashi. Don't let Gorgo tell you otherwise. We have a new person we could promote. How about we put you in La Rochelle? Alright, we shoot again. We shoot again. We're committing to this. Can pillage for health at least. You know what? Screw it. We're gonna pillage this. At least we're not specifically going for it, but... And then we don't like this placement of the city at all, so we are going to raise the city. And we don't actually care about doing anything else. Go ahead and make a library. We need 2 more settlers to crank out, right? So let's finish this commercial hub. So Greece can come after, and we can probably just stay at war with Greece just for the sake of, let's make another catapult, whatever. We can get used to mobiles. Gilgamesh, you want to be friends? Yay, Gilgamesh, you want an alliance? I don't even know where you are. How about a military alliance? Sure. Okay, we're completely like at the wrong spot, but we have an alliance. So there's that, right? So we need to kill this galley. Over here, we're going to need a trader. Well, we're in the harbor. La Rochelle, we might eventually want Like the +2 food from La Rochelle, from Magnus' thing might be useful, but on the flip side, the extra production and everything from here is also good, so I don't know. Yeah, once we have this, let's get out the 2 settlers, and then let's crank out builders, and let's get this stuff working. Gilgamesh likes us. They just decided to heal.
All that glisters is not...
They're busy fighting over there. You're not going to be able to fire catapult, that's fine. Didn't quite kill it. In theory, I could go and, like, capture a bunch of stuff there. Do we even need the Great General at this point? Kinda not really. I think the other stuff's gonna be more important. Let's get colonization out instead of feudal contract. So we're not going to be producing really stuff like that. Let's do defensive buildings. We also don't need equestrian orders. So let's get maritime industries. We don't really care about a bigger army than this. Get the settler out. We have 2 catapults, and those 2 catapults we can then turn into 2 bombards, which gives us a thing later on. We have, I think, everything we except for tanks, we have most things that we need right now. Okay, I can't do that because we have an enemy unit there. Just levied. Okay, so here, we're gonna come over and say hi then. You pillage that campus, I'm gonna... We pillage the campus, I'm gonna start go pillaging your shit. Are you gonna do like a betrayal emergency against me or something? No, it's an unmet player. I have no idea where Gilgamesh is either. Look at that, we nail him, great. You get a promotion. Hey, catapult, go, have fun. You get a promotion. You don't. So really there's no need to continue to be at war, so whenever you want to go to peace, I guess I could do so, but technically Alexander would prefer I stay at war. He would never accept that. Minus 17 unknown reason. You know, let's just try this. Let's see if we can make him happy. You just want to defend this area, basically, right? Make sure we control Kumashi. So I guess, for lack of a better purpose, we can move up. And, you know, like, basically train our units, I guess. And they're free to come after us. Okay. We're not going to get a great scientist anytime soon, so... So this would allow us to fire several times here. You would probably get promoted if we did all of that, so fire once, fire twice. Almost promoted. Keep that bonus up, move up here. We're not actually going to go after Athens, we're just forcing her back a bit. What kind of grievances you got against me? grievances will not decay until the war is ended. Well, that's unfortunate. I lost Kumashi again.
The purpose of education.
This is seriously ridiculous. And I'd like to get these other governors up. She just gets so many envoys. It's ridiculous. So they're all like in golden eras. Guess we can do a specialty district, because we don't have a ton of trade routes going up right now, and we're not going to. An aqueduct is still a ways down the line. We haven't built a lumber mill yet, have we? That's something to do. Okay, we do this, and then we're done, and we can done with our settlers. This is like way too late, and it's not as good as it should be. 14 turns. Let's get this up. Go to peace in 1 turn. There's no actual reason, as far as I know, to keep fighting here. This is our army. It's better than Greece's right now. This is not an good example of a game with early war or anything, right? Oh man, that was a pitiful attack right there. But there's no real reason to stay at war. She'll never give up anything in a peace deal. I'll accept peace. Grievances will decay now. Huh. Boosted by 100% with this leader. Interesting. Sure. I just want Kumashi back mainly. So we just got to funnel some of our next, do we get a governor's title for each of these? We do, yes. Okay, we'll definitely want to go for that. Get campus, aqueduct up as well. You need to get a trade route over there. My trade route is to Babylon, yes. Okay, so we put a city here. Get that bonus, great. Gonna make a campus there. Good enough. Because we're gonna put it, yeah. That works. Put a monument up over there. Right, we get the bonus to all this city center stuff, don't we, right now? Guess it applies to ancient walls too. What? How is it too close to his border? There's like, it's literally behind my other cities. That's ridiculous. I guess I could always go to war with Alexander and make Gorgo happy about it. I mean, okay, real talk. Let's get this done. Oh, wait, maritime industries. We want 2. We want 2 galleys. This is like the worst people to try to ally with yet. Samaria, I need you like closer here or something. Like, this is just awkward. Okay.
If you're the Bank 100, you must not lose faith.
So we got our galleys here. Fantastic. Getting a few of these bonuses. Okay, so now what do we want? We need a lumber mill. Okay, we can do buttress at least, right? So we want that. We want to swap colonization for feudalism. Is there anything else we want to switch our military policies to? Not sure it really matters right now. Navy units is fine, we don't need really anything else. We're not really in a huge military gain. That'll work for now, I guess. Unless we start building ships again, I guess we can always go for this. Just to hope they want to buy more stuff from us. Okay, so we're here. We could build the Taj Mahal. That'd actually make that theater score really good. But first of all, we need some builders. That's, I think, absolutely certain. Need builders. We're gonna make some over there as well. Okay, we need a builder from you. I'm not sure what we really want to do with this.
There is nothing but a plank.
Met Tarativo. Plus 2 culture for every great person you've ever earned. We haven't even earned any great people yet, but that still would be decent long term. So that sounds like something we do. We're not getting any of this. That sounds like something we could swap in the other thing temporarily for. Do we want to actually make any cities down here? I mean, we could. I don't know, I'll think about it. I'm kind of tempted just to see if we can win with what we have here, frankly. That's a little experiment. Alright, so you settle there. So if I put... It's still going to be 1 no matter what, isn't it? Get a monument up. Alright, so these are our 6 cities. We're going to try to win with these 6 cities. Not really what you probably should do in DoD, but... continue to do so. Generate additional grievances. Well, I don't really care. Let's get some more builders out, because we want to get these out here so we can improve these cities. Okay, so right now we're just going on our merry way. Just negation has increased significantly. We could make a chateau there or there, right? What is the requirements for a chateau again? +2 culture next to a luxury resource. So we could build a chateau there, I guess, or we can make a triangle farm. Kind of leaning towards that. Actually, we should probably go help improve some of these other places first. We're cranking out these builders, because we would need them. Not planning on giving you that guy back, not after that. Sorry.
An architect should live as little in...
Alright, that gives us 11. Excellent. Now we can make our dam. Because we've already gotten these tiles fertilized a bit. I don't think we need to get them fertilized more. Oh, they're different rivers. different rivers. Wow. I guess now the question is, why couldn't I put it here? It's grasslands, floodplains, right? River must be built along each river's floodplain, so we'd have hex, side hex there. Maybe because it's viewing it as part of... It considers it part of the lower river, right? It's not considered part of the next river. Well, damn. This creates a problem. I mean, I like that tile. I'd like to keep that tile. We can always make a farm there, and I think stopping the flooding is going to be more important. So... This river over here isn't even flooded yet, has it? Can we need multiple dams? That's the new interesting question. Let's crank this out first, and we're gonna be Dam City. Celestial navigation looks great. It'll be a while before we build a second harbor, so let's just go straight to there. Get another worker out. Some more amenities. I did not mean to build a chateau there, so we're gonna undo that actually, despite what we just did. It's a waste of a worker charge.
And all I ask...
Let's do one more worker. Let's just crank this stuff out so we have it done. We have some money as well, so let's find out. What do we have up here? Alright, let's buy those out. If I don't want diplomatic favor, what else will you give me? Sure, I'd rather have more money. And to build a mine, then we build a lumber mill there. Let's build your dam, then we'll want to... We also will want an intelligence agency. We want a commercial hub too. We want a lot of freaking things. We want everything. Let's get our this dam done first, I guess. 124 production. It's a good chop there. What are we working on? Finish the worker first. We're doing all of this stuff. I don't want to chop that. Making that there, great. Somebody built Forbidden City. Would have been nice to get that. We're going to obviously rush in it because we're worried about over here. This is going to be a slower game overall, but hopefully I can show that even over time you can come back and win this. Kind of the goal here. Okay, yes, you should work that. Launch mass production. There we go. Chop that. Sure, let's build ancient walls. So we have that, so we should chop this over here. Alright, let's do one more builder, I think. Which is 90. Okay. And this, we want to build this stuff while we can. Guess we can still build a farm here. Can't believe we couldn't make the dam there. That's severely disappointing. On the flip side, I guess it means we do have a triangle there, so take it for what it's worth. Yeah, except if we want to make another dam, I think we said we could only make it at these two, right? As much as I hate to give up this tile right there, having the triangle is going to be better overall. So this one wouldn't be bad for a chateau, I guess, but whatever, we'll do this for now. We need you to go over there because we need to start bolstering the other stuff. A little lumber mill here, that's fine.
In a market economy, however, the individual has some possibility of...
So camps get bonuses. We're 15 turns out over there. We're a long way to the next thing we actually want, so we should probably... I like the urban planning, but we probably don't need it here. We should probably get this right here. Or we could go for a Reformed Church. Or we just don't bother. I mean, we're gonna go for communism, I think. Right, we want ideology at a minimum. Both of them have denounced us, so I think the odds of being democratic are pretty low. Looking pretty bad. So next question is what do we want to put over here? With other things, so what are we, like, what could we do? Like, we don't need this. If we put a theater square here, could always put like a holy site there. I'm not even sure. Industrial zone could go there if we wanted. I think we'd rather have an industrial zone like more in the middle. This is kind of awkward. I mean, really, we're just putting it down not for the adjacency bonus in the first place, I suppose, right? So, do that. In the meantime, though, right, we want to crank through this. We want to build a lumber mill here. This we want to chop, but let's go ahead and bring up a market. Chop that in. Yeah, okay. Trying to avoid using France's specific bonuses here, frankly. Alright, we can chop this, it gives us more population. We have another trade route available. I feel like we should make farms here, basically. Wanting to boost everything here. So we have that there, which is actually as far as our capital can go, but these two tiles can be used by other cities once they expand out to them, I guess. So what do I want to improve next over here? This for food is probably worth doing. Grab the food there. Going to the World Congress, so we're about to lose. I don't know, let's do cultural. I don't really care about either of these. We'll vote for myself for both.
Not all who wander.
Alright, Gilgamesh. Our aqueduct is still 11 turns away, but didn't do mass production. We have the envoys to get that back. Get a lumber mill up over there. Put that over here. How long into the next growth? Well, let's get this. This is something we're going to want. I don't want to get overflow here, so let's build a commercial hub. Chop that in. We're nearly up to 10 population, which is great. We still need more worker charges, though, don't we? This isn't enough. So, with that in mind, can we crank out a worker in like 3 turns? Yes, we can. How long will it take us to crank out a worker here? 4 turns. Is there anything else we can even pick right now? Not really. Kind of inclined to say let's just waste 6 turns there. 4 turns here, let's do it. So we still need more. And then I'll avoid getting this, I guess, for a turn. I'll go to Theocracy or something. They have a Macedon has core already? How much gold should you get per turn? Macedon? 129, okay. So they're 33 techs. I hate the fact that it goes off screen like that. Why are you doing that to me? So we're behind, but hopefully we can catch up. So this will give us another 15 charges at least. If I don't do that, what more will you give to me? I'm confident with my ability to hold the line right now. I don't know what this is about. Religious emergency. Okay. So we really could use some stuff over here. Get those fish improved. These lumber mills out. We no longer have the plus 100% production towards city centers. So let's go here. Okay, so down here, we'll come and improve these. Go back towards our Reformed Church. Oh, we could have just gone to civil engineering. That's kind of annoying. Whatever. Okay, so what do we need to get done at this point? We want the dam to be done. Oh, we can also place down like our harbor. +4. Get the dam done first. And then we can build something here. If I don't want your diplomatic favor. Sure.
A diplomat is a man who will...
You want to continue our alliance? Hooray. I want a military alliance. Why do I want a military alliance? Because that way I share his vision after this. But he's a long way away. So let's go for civil engineering, because I don't really care about anything else. I mean, we're going to just beeline to communism and let whatever will be, will be. Okay, so we got this. Taj Mahal would be nice. Petra's not. We do want to make another dam here, though, ironically. So we don't want this to flood either. Just get the other dam done as well. Get the damn dam done. Okay, now we no longer need serfdom, we want something else. We don't have, do we have rationalism yet? I guess we don't have rationalism yet. We're researching that right now. Okay. So, this would be helpful. Guess we can go for campus adjacency bonuses for the moment. That's 67, becomes 79. Not amazing. They're going over there, but we can still do some other benefits here. I mean, that's a decent tile, so let's grab that. We want to come here. Not going to earn 3 great people in a while. What just happened? Korea's declared war on Samaria.
People can have the Model T in.
Okay. Well, Korea, the super science. This actually is a good game then, because 208 science. Okay. The Greeks have 261 culture, and Siandok has that. Okay, well then. Hopefully we don't wind up losing this game. At this rate, we might. Get a commercial hub up. We have that university. Almost done with this aqueduct, at least. That's more food over here, which we want. So we want to grow. I don't know what I necessarily want to do over here right now. That's going to be a commercial hub, so we can make that a theater square, maybe. I'll hold on to these charges for the moment. Okay. Don't care about your demands. I don't care about you, you're on the other side of the world. So we're just chilling. I'm not sure what to do about you either. Can probably just chill for the moment. Wait and see what seems useful. Repair what needs to be repaired, you know. All that good stuff. Building the second dam is overkill, but I don't want the floods to be wrecking stuff. Get a commercial hub up. Let's get the campus up as well. We also want to get the granary up. Maybe this will make everyone else like me. I don't know. Alright, let's get that done. We're not going to actually have an armory done, but we can move up the middle here. 12 housing, which is plenty. We just need enough food for it. Right now we have to we have 10 turns to generate 1 more point. Try to avoid a dark age, which we just did. So there you go. Boom, done. Okay, go ahead and make this. I don't even know what we're going to do with that. But let's go ahead and, you know, actually work both of these. I really don't want Alexander to accidentally get that, so we'll go ahead and claim it. Bring our units back to our home territory. At this point, unless they literally bring in like giant death robots or something, we'll be okay. Realize this hasn't... I mean, technically I took out that city of hers, right? So there is that.
Blast. Build.
Do we have any niter? We do. It's under the campus. Okay. Mark it up. Build that down there. Fantastic. Israel just chilling. We can, we should make a farm there. Oh, and down here we got bankruptcy. What? We triggered that. We want to make a theater square someplace. Right there works, I guess. Sure. University first, though. We're already getting... Nice. And we lost our quest to make a swordsman, right? They want a pike and shot now. It's probably not happening. So we're kind of just chilling, which is fine. But the question now is, what do we need in order to... So we'll grow in 6 turns. And the enlightenment is a big thing for us. What can we reasonably put over here, I guess, is a new question we are facing. I'm not sure the answer to that. So we have that going down. I think we want to get our harbor down. It's an amazing harbor spot. Get the campus done first. We want to put that there. Give us more gold. I mean, we'll need like 20 niter, but that's all we actually care about. We have a bunch of things here, so we do want... Let's make an intelligence agency for lack of something better. But I feel like we probably want to finish things like this first. Or harbor. Or the commercial hub, those would be good. Let's get those done. So if we're here, buy that, which helps considerably. So the question over here is like, now what? I guess we could build... We could build a neighborhood there eventually, I guess. And an industrial zone over here or something. What do we do there? I mean, apparently that's actually a good spot for a neighborhood. Solar farm at late game? I honestly don't really know. About to get the enlightenment. Fantastic.
Whatever is contrary to nature.
Okay, we got the enlightenment, so instead of 102 science per turn, we're looking at... I was expecting that to be better. Okay then. Now we're looking on great scientists. Now we're getting 12. Korea's getting way more. We're not going to get Machiavelli either. Get our universities up. Before we do that, we should probably make the other traders. We need more traders. You can wait there, because I'm not even sure what else you should really do. They just built 2 wonders, Taj Mahal and that. Great. Paris right now already has 25 housing capacity. We might not even need to bother making a spaceport or something at this rate. We have more envoys. Getting up to that for the science seems like it might not be bad, because we are finishing those. Okay, you apparently like me more now. Surprise war against me.
The real use of gunpowder.
There's a courier, sir. How about that? He is actually doing really well, and I am actually really not. This is actually really bad. It's like a full tech level ahead of me. Kinda wasn't expecting this to happen, frankly. Let's make sure this little guy can't pillage anything. Yeah, he just usually not declare surprise wars. Okay, so let's get this stuff up. On 2 crossbowmen, we need more niter. Okay, so we really need to improve this city. So it'll be 4 and 3. That seems like that's a good thing, right? But Lava Shell doesn't need it as much as like Marcel does, right? Yeah. And Lion needs it a lot as well. No longer the Surzan of Babylon because Alexander took it. Hell no. Mine has been pillaged. Alright, we got this, we got that there. This could be really bad. We're not doing as well as we should be. What do we want to do to try to stop this? We can build some knights, but that's not going to be very good against them. We're about to get pike and shot at least, I guess, right? And we have 50%. No, we don't have a discount. We could try to make some pike and shot. Start that in like 4 turns. It'll be cheaper to unlock it at that point. So just try to survive for the moment, I guess. 3 more turns till we can upgrade that. Then so he's already in. He's all the way in ballistics right now. 100 turns out 100 science per turn is not really. I have like as much as he does almost. I'm only one tech behind him apparently. I'm either 1 tech or tied behind him. He just beelined there, I guess. Which I guess makes a certain sort of sense. Just as unfortunate for me right now. Put it politely. What's that? They may go in. Yeah. We'll get a wall up at least here. They captured that. Well, I didn't expect that to happen. That's that. This was not enough.